Hey guys, Wheeljack here. Good news. We are in the studio. Um, it's not done yet. I think I got like, we'll say 95% done. There's two pieces of furniture. Well, one piece of furniture, maybe two, and an appliance that I have not purchased yet that needs to be brought in here. So basically, um, I'm moving my 3D printer in here. It's going to be over here in the corner in one of those. If you've been to Walmart or seen them online, it's a cubicle storage unit. It's like 2 cubes by 2 cubes that you can put in, like, I think it's like an 18-inch by 18-inch shelf or tote or something in it. Uh, I got one of those sitting in the kitchen. Needs cleaned up a little bit. It's the right colored and tone for the room. So it's going to go over here in the corner. I'll show you that wall in a minute. Right next to me, I am looking into buying a mini fridge just so I can keep chilled drinks. So I'm like for instance, right now, if I were to chug this, I'd have to be like, okay, I got to walk all the way to the kitchen, get another drink, walk all the way back. Where before it wasn't that bad. I just walked through the doorway. There was the fridge. Well, I got to walk down the hallway now. So I'm going to get a mini fridge. So a handful of things have transpired in the past 2.5, we'll say 2.5 weeks. Uh, so a lot of them were minor, um, insufficient length of cables, wrong cables. That's been taken care of. Matter of fact, I got to run my network cable. I'm piggybacking the signal off of a couple switches that are actually boosting and extending the length of the 75-foot cable I have. I got a 100-foot here, black to turn around and match the gray. I know it don't look much gray over here, but it's gray over there. It's pretty darn close to the same color as this blackout curtain, which rather impressed me. So a handful of things have improved. One, the echoes, the echoing in this room. Oh my goodness. I haven't put the video together yet, but I did like a 4-step video of how the room went. And when I did the first video with my phone, it echoed in here like crazy. Then, yes, eventually you got the desk in, you got furniture in here, you got, I can't say carpet because it's actually 3 foot by 4 foot rugs, or yeah, rugs, mats. So 3 foot by 4 foot mats. There's 8 of them. They're all Gorilla taped together and basically covering my 12 foot by 8 foot section of the floor. Landlord thought that was ingenious in the fact that it's not going to move and I can pick it up at any time and vacuum it, and it's modular. Wally, my 4K webcam, is working fine. He still has a hiccup every once in a while, but not as much as he had since day one. Oh my goodness. And I haven't done anything to him yet. Microphone issue was fixed, or is fixed. For those of you who may have caught earlier videos but nothing in between, I started out with a HyperX USB mic, which was a good mic. I just didn't like the way I could not control it. But now that I have the Elgato Stream Deck, it would be easier to control. But that's here nor there. I was trying everything through a mixer. So I bought the Audio-Tech AT2020. Love the microphone. All I gotta say about it, it has a front and it has a back. Yeah. I'm speaking through the front right now. It's on my right. The arm is coming from my right. When I moved everything to the center V section of the desk, it was to my left. I had issues with the mixer. We eliminated the mixer. We turned around and put a microphone amp interface, which helped eliminate the problems. Went through software in both the computer and OBS. and Windows to turn around, tweak it. Yes, 3 different sources tweaking it. And it sounded good, and then all of a sudden it started sounding bad. I had to keep cranking up the volume of the amplifier, and I'm like, maybe the amplifier's bad, maybe the microphone's bad, maybe I got the wrong type of microphone. No, we'll split it up into thirds. So the third of the lifetime of the microphone is just the mixer, and yes, there is issues with the mixer. There's some loose components in it. The other third of the life of the microphone, it was on the left side. Okay. And then the last third, it's on the right side again. When I went from 1/3 to 2/3, I had rotated the microphone so I was speaking into the front of it. Sometime in the middle of all the rework, I'm thinking going from the boom arm to the low profile arm, I rotated the microphone. I was talking to the back of it. The only reason why I figured this out is when I moved it back over to the right side, it was correct. I did not have to readjust. So that's everything. We did have one slight casualty though. And GLaDOS ready over there? Okay, GLaDOS. GLaDOS actually quit working for a little while. And I figured it was just because she was computing and making more tests for me to try to turn around and convince me there was cake at the end of the trials, when in reality she just wanted me to turn around and suffer from neurotoxins probably. But she gave up. She did her war games. She found out that nobody can win. Yeah, good GLaDOS. But anyway, we'll switch GLaDOS, and I'll come back and talk about the USB and the webcams for a short period of time. But there's a surprise. Well, there's a good thing, lots of good things, and a bad thing over here. And first off, pardon, I'm going to be in the shot from the side. I'm going to turn around and try my best to point things out, okay? So here we go. Take it, GLaDOS. Okay. Sorry about the... Okay, that's probably... No, that's from the sun. Okay, first off, that's my gaming monitor. It was the casualty. From this side... Whoop, I'm looking at the wrong way here. Yeah, okay. So where I'm pointing at is you might notice a little bit of a discoloration right in here. There's a crack there. And from here over down, it no longer produces the correct video. Now there's baggy on the floor. This GLaDOS picks up stuff that I never see. So monitor has been replaced. But over here, you may notice a pile of boxes. Lee 011 Dynamic Evo, MSI motherboard, 6900 XT, which is actually in this current system at the moment, Ryzen 7900X, 32 gig of DDR5, and a boot drive. All I need now is the power supply and the cooling solution, and the gaming system's being built. I'm going to use my current mechanical drives for the moment. But the Steam library is getting rather full. It's a 3 terabyte drive, and I got less than 200 gig available. So, yeah. On top of that, I'm gonna have to get another keyboard and mouse. Maybe I'll turn around and buy another. I'll tell you, these Amazon Basic keyboard and mice, they're good. They're good. I'm not buying a mechanical gaming keyboard again. Because this poor thing you see over here in the corner here, couple of the LEDs are shot. Some of it's dimming. There's power management issues with it. It blinks in and out. It's right now the keyboard for the render system or my RenderPlex. So, but anyway, I promised you the explanation with the webcams. I posted in a previous video, I believe. I've done like so many retakes of videos, it's ridiculous. I believe that I posted in a previous video that I was trying to get the third webcam to work. I couldn't get it to work. I'm going to do a test after I get everything together. From what I understand from research, your motherboard has built-in hubs for USB in the chipset, and then you have a hub that's controlled by the processor. Okay. Basically, it's all power limitation. Webcams not only have to receive the video signal, but it's got to send power. So the power is the limitation. From what I understand, if I get a high quality USB powered hub, I should be able to hook up a bunch of webcams, which we will test later, not right away. So that's the thing with the webcams. Now, as for I gotta check my phone for a second. Okay, I'm expecting a text, and he hasn't texted me back yet. From the aspect of the channel and the gaming system, give you a rough timeline. So I'm going to be able to buy possibly one part this coming pay here in a week and a half. I'm thinking I'm going to use that pay period to buy fans. Because I know I'm going to have to, I want to put RGB fans in it. I have color schemes for each of the systems. So I want to get the fans. I'm just deciding on whether I want to go Corsair fans, Thermaltake fans, or even Lee fans, which I would love to do those. I just have to figure out budget-wise which ones I can afford and which ones aren't going to put 20 million bloatware programs on my systems. Personally, I don't think it's going to be bad if I use the iCUE for Corsair, because I'm running 12-core system, or 8-core system, I think. 8. Either way, the overhead's going to be minimal. And that system's going to eventually get upgraded to 64 gig. And then the pay after that, which will be my first paycheck I get in September, which will be the middle of September, will be the cooling solution and the power supply. Now, both of those, excuse me one second. Okay, both of those I can purchase locally. I have specific items on a list on Amazon that I'm looking at that I'm trying to see if I can find locally. The cooler, I have to go AIO. That's not going to be an issue. I can go to my local Best Buy and buy that if need be. The power supply, though, my local Best Buy seems to like to sell primarily Corsair power supplies and I don't want to say a no name, but an off brand of a lower quality. I'm looking at a 800, there's my text, 850 watt, 80 plus platinum fully modular power supply by Silverstone. I'm looking into that at $150. If I get something similar in Corsair, I'm looking at $200, $200 plus dollars, and it's only 80 plus gold. So I'm going with the higher quality for a lesser price. I know that may be a little risky, but Silverstone isn't bad. Um, Most of your power supplies are made by the same company or same couple companies, and a lot of them are Seasonic power supplies rebranded to the appropriate company. Um, so that's what's happening there. So by mid-September, that pile of boxes is getting put into the case and built, which means the system up here has to be torn apart, and the 7600 or the 6700 XT that I have has to go back into that system. The 7900 XT gets put in that system, and everything gets transferred around again. So that's going to take me a little while. So even though I'd have the gaming system ready by mid-September, I'm thinking beginning of October, I'm going to start. I'm not putting it in stone, but I should be close by the beginning of October to turn around and start doing gaming content. On that note, I'm looking into starting a second channel. This channel will stay as is. This will be the update channel. So if you're subscribed here, you're going to see updates and stuff. But I will have one vlog announcement on the second gaming channel. And then I'll also have one here, and I'll have the link going to the second gaming channel. And that channel's going to be nothing but gaming. I am not transferring any gaming content from this channel to that channel. We are going to start fresh. We're going to start doing series. Examples of series, playthrough of Resident Evils, playthroughs of Final Fantasies, Baldur's Gate 3. I was thinking about Diablo 4, but I gave up on that game. Starfield. You got to remember, I have hundreds of games. So some of them is going to be new games, some of it's going to be retro games, some of it's going to be games that came out within the past, we'll say, 10 years. It's also going to contain content from the consoles, my Mini 64. Hopefully, if it works out, the Mini 64 will be replaced by a Commodore 128. A real Commodore 128. I'm looking into it. Then my first paycheck that's all mine in October, I will be starting to replace in this room the gaming consoles. So one console in the month of October, one in the month of November will be a PS5 and a Series X. These will get relegated back to the living room, which will eventually probably be relegated into the bedroom. I don't know yet. But I'm planning on doing updated consoles in here. So, yeah, that's what's happening. Oh, and as for the monitor, I got the replacement already. That was part of the reason why I don't have all the gaming PC here. Which did not screw up anything. I was planning on getting a new monitor with the gaming PC. It's just I had to get the monitor first. I realized after using 1440p now for a while that I can't game on a 1080p. I just can't do it. I got 24-inch 1080p monitors, and I just can't bring myself to playing, dumbing down the resolution and playing on a 1080 smaller screen. I just can't do it. So I got a 1440. I picked up a Acer. This is part of their EI2 series, model number EI322QUR. It's a 32-inch 1440p. It's actually an upgrade from the MSI monitor. MSI monitor was HDR10 compatible, which don't really mean squat. Could not turn HDR on with my graphics card with that monitor. I have HDR 400 now, which I got HDR turned on this monitor. And oh my goodness, the difference. I'm going through playing some of the simulator games, just checking them out with the HDR turned on, and wow. Um, okay. So yeah, and the other impressive thing, which got me confused, is this has 2 display ports. I thought it was for the daisy chaining option, which I did not know DisplayPort could do. You can daisy chain monitors if the monitor is set up that way. This one is not. This is 2 distinct inputs, um, which in a way is going to be nice because that means I don't need as many monitors. I'm still going to have the secondary monitor above this one so that right now I got OBS on this screen in front of me, on the big screen. But I want to put OBS on a 24-inch monitor above this and sort of sandwich poor Wally here. So I'm looking into a stand so I can have that up there so that I know that if I'm looking this way, I can glance up with my eyes like this and you'll see me keep doing this. I can turn on and look up there and see if everything's okay. Which also will possibly go into effect having a chat window for live streams if I do live streams. In that case, then my Asus monitor will be off to the side here. This lowly little Acer that has been my workhorse since day one of this channel will be relegated to a stand up above because it doesn't have to be high res. So, but yeah, that's everything. I will do a video once I get a lot of the things straightened back out because right now it's a mess in here, obviously. As you can see, I got cups sitting over here. I got Mountain Dew balls sitting here. I got Monster cans everywhere. But I do want to say one thing. I want to thank you to those who have stuck around this long. I know there is a couple of OG subscribers that are still subscribed, and whether you pop in every once in a while to see how I'm doing or not, I thank you. And I understand if you don't anymore, because I did have a relatively large gap in upload since 2014, because 2014 on I did not have internet until I started back up again, and due to other situations. So once again, I thank you guys. New people coming in, just casually finding my channel, thank you for stopping by. If you stay, you stay. If you don't, I understand. There may be other, you may have stopped by like, hey, this guy's talking about this, let's check it out. You know, or something you might have seen a gaming video and I did an update and maybe you're like, hey, you know, let's see what's going on with this guy, you know, is he legit and whatnot. I thank you for stopping by anyway. Even if it was randomly picked by the YouTube algorithm, which I don't know why it would, though I know one of my videos did for some reason. So thank you. And if you turn around and see this video and you like my stuff, stick around. I'm not the type of person I'm going to tell you, hey, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm not that type of person. If you want to subscribe, fine. If you want to turn on notifications, fine. That's up to you. I don't care what the YouTube algorithm tries to push. I'm here to have fun making videos to share with you. If you like it, fine. If not, I totally understand. What can I say? I have hundreds of people I follow, but I don't turn on notifications because my phone would get flooded. I'm not that type of person. So yeah, if you feel that I've earned enough to have a follow, thank you. And like I said, I'm aiming for October. I'll give more of a update. There's going to be more updates, but I'll give an update as to closer we get what happened, what is happening. I'm sorry. Um, because this room is probably going to change again, especially once I get the gaming system built, because everything's going to get cleared off the desk, which isn't much. A monitor, set of speakers, and 3 keyboards and mice. Well, 2 sets of speakers. I'm sorry, I got a second set of speakers. I forgot about that. Um, at that time, everything's going to be built. I'll advantage of pulling the desk away, doing all the wiring on the rack over here, hiding cables, doing a lot of cable management, tidying things up, possibly even buying more cables. I think I've spent close to $300 on cables alone for this setup. Different lengths, different sizes, different purposes. But we'll see what happens. And hopefully, because I know Starfield's going to be coming up here shortly. I'm going to miss the day one boat with that, because a lot of people got the pre-order with the digital ultimate upgrade, and they're going to get it on the 1st and I get it on the 5th. So, but I'm not paying for mine. I get mine free because I bought an AMD processor. But anyway, enough of that. I shall let you go. Like I said again, thank you for stopping by. Hang around. I'll be doing some work here in the near future. I'm gonna do that experiment with the webcams to see if I can get 3 of them running. If I can get 3, I want to see if I can get 4. I have this pair here and a pair over at the workstation, because that white table is going to stay. That's going to be my workstation. I was going to move my workbench in here, but it's a piece of crap. I'm not going to move it in here. It's going to take up too much room. It's actually going to stay in the other room. I might get rid of it too. I don't know. But anyway, thank you for watching again, and I shall catch you guys later.